My story goes way back to childhood. As I tell people, I was a happy-go-lucky kid, and the day I walked through the grade one schoolroom door, my world changed. The teacher wanted me to come to the front of class and read, and I froze. And that was really it for the next 12 years. Realized that I could not read, especially in front of the class, but that wasn't the point. I had neurodivergency in my brain, which later at the age of 42 was diagnosed to be acute dyslexia, ADHD, prosopagnosia, the inability to recognize the human face, and then other cognitive challenges that had me, unfortunately suffer through school at the hands of teachers and at the ends of fists and boots of children in the school at times. The school counselor told me, David, you've got probably three outcomes in life. You'll be dead, on the streets, or in jail. But I remember my mom telling me, David, the world is your oyster. And I had never lost my self-worth. I'd lost my self-esteem through school, but my self-worth was something deeper inside. And from there, I just decided that I was going to follow her lead and do whatever I could. Damn the torpedoes. And I went on to take a computer apart and went, oh my God, these things are going to be really big one day. And this is back with the Apple computer. And I said to my brother, like, why don't we build these? And that was the beginning of what you said, Doppler computers. Had that for 17 years, I think. And in that time, I did the radio show on CKNW for nearly 10 years on Saturday morning, live call-in show. And then I created the television show. All of that because I wanted to give back. I wanted to teach people this changing technology. I wanted them to see that if you put yourself out there, you could do most anything you put your mind to. And, it wasn't that I was dumb or stupid. It was simply that I could not learn the way the education system teaches. I was just told that I was different, so there must be something wrong. I went and got tested, and at the time they said to me, David, we test mainly children, but many adults as well too. And of all the people we've ever tested in the 30 years we've been doing it, we've never seen anyone score like you. And I'm thinking, well, I'm not too bad. No, the worst ever. It's called the 1 percentile, 99 and above. My short-term memory, obviously my reading skills, there's so many factors that go into that. I went, do you know what? I got to deal with this thing. They told me I couldn't have read any worse. I knew a person, Fran, who was connected to a very successful entrepreneur in the US, John Cochran. He wrote a book called The Teacher Who Couldn't Read. And it was one of the rare books I had read many years ago when I got diagnosed. They told me I should read it. Anyway, it turned out he was filming a documentary. They'd been looking for an adult for 2 years that might go on camera publicly, and you would be taught to read on a new methodology that they believed could revolutionize all of reading. And I had to do it in 1 week, a couple hours a day. 4 hours into it, I'm just about breaking down in tears because I can feel inside of me something changing. By hour 7, we started to read out loud, and by the 11th hour, I was reading fluidly, understanding it, and it never changed, and it never went back. I'm a voracious reader now. Fortunately, my background in artificial intelligence had me realize that the real reason that children aren't learning to read in school, it is the experience, because that's what it was for me. It was a terrible experience. So after a few years of learning neuroscience, cognitive science, affect science, was emotional science, and the science of reading, I went to John Cochran and I said, you know what, John, I think you and I could work together and we could build artificial intelligence that would be a personal tutor companion that a child could learn in the home. All the science is there, all the methodology is there. So I approached a good friend of mine, Kevin, who was an AI and a network specialist, and said, look, here's my plan. Do you think we could build it? He looked at it and goes, David, because he knew me before and after. He said, if that's what got you to read, we're building that. And I said, fine. My wish is to give it to most everyone in the world for free when it's completely done. Within a year, I hope to have this technology in the marketplace And I do believe it can not only change Canada, North America, it can change the entire world because it is a completely different approach. We put so much pressure on ourselves, but you can make it through. I intend to change all that. I'm going to teach adults to read, no problem. But the one thing, no matter what, is the belief that you can. And it is the doubt. They say fear has killed more dreams than failure ever could. That would be the message. If they understand what I am saying there, it's ourselves that we got to get out of the way of. And that was the line that my mom taught me. Get out of your own way, and you can do anything you want.